Muscatine. My name is Autumn Schultz. Before I get started, I want to say thank you to our sponsors, Hy-Vee at Unity Point Health and Trinity Muscatine, Muscatine Power and Water, Becky Insurance, Toyota of Muscatine, Ribble Plumbing and Heating, Impact Fitness and Nutrition, Lutheran Living Senior Campus, Impact Life Blood Center, Harper Cycling and Fitness, Muscatine County Fair, Bayer of Muscatine, and Muscatine Walk to End Alzheimer's. There are a lot of fun and spooky events happening, so we already got started. I've been dressing up all week. I am ready for Halloween. But this Saturday, the Downtown District of West Liberty is going to present their second annual Witch Walk. And this is for participating businesses. They will have a sign on their door, candy inside, shopping and dining for everyone. Parents and kids dress up in your favorite costumes and come downtown. This is going to be from 10 to 12. The City of Nichols is doing a trunk or treat on October 30th from 3 to 5. Also, this is going to be at the Nichols Volunteer Fire Department. Muscatine's going to do their trunk or treat. This is going to be from 6 to 7:30. This is at the Muscatine Soccer Complex. You can find all of this information on the Discover Muscatine website in the community calendar. All of that information with the dates, times, and locations is there for you. And reminder that the Roaring 20s raffle is still going and taking place. You have until November 10th to get your ticket. So these are $20 per ticket through the Muscatine Y. You can do them online, you can do them in person. You can get as many tickets as you want. I believe the last time we talked to them, there was still a little over 700. So maybe get a whole group of you together and just start getting these tickets sold. So some of these prizes, opportunities, is an overnight stay at Merrill Hotel, an iPad from Bayer Muscatine, Iowa Hawkeye basketball tickets from CBI, several $100 and $50 Visa gift cards, a Des Moines pub pass for 2, and a grand prize of gas for a year from Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh. So all of these drawings will take place on November 11th, and all the proceeds are going to go back to the Muscatine Y, Special Olympics of Muscatine, and Big Brothers Big Sisters. So an amazing, amazing cause. So get your $20 tickets or get multiple $20 tickets. So I have two incredible people with me today. And I thought, why not have them both on the show, because they are awesome and I love having them here. We've got the OG of the hosting, and then I always throw you
the
up.
old goat, everybody. That's me.
And then I have Lieutenant Macy Gantner too from Salvation Army. And you two have so much information to share with us this morning.
Yeah, thank you for having us. This is exciting. I just drove past the Salvation Army the other day, and I was like, I wonder how the Gantners are doing, because I felt, you know how time is, it's almost November.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, like, wow, their lives are about to get so, not that they're not busy already.
It's already starting.
Wow. So I almost, because I'm a gentleman, I would say lady first, and then I can jump in and talk about school district stuff. But I'm super excited for how busy you guys are going to be, and kettles and bells being rung. And
I should have brought a bell today. I thought about it. start the
bell
ringing
and all
going.
of the Halloween decor.
I know.
that could be a costume, like a giant red. They probably have those, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't there a red kettle costume?
Yes, there is.
There you go.
It's very expensive,
Ask Greg.
unfortunately.
Oh, they're expensive? Okay.
Yeah, to brand something is insane.
Wow.
It's crazy.
I know I've seen bounce houses of them too,
Yes.
which is kind of cool.
That's super
Yeah.
cool.
So even though, it isn't Halloween yet, it's not Thanksgiving yet, but you are already getting started.
Yes.
And the first thing that you're getting started for is the Christmas sign-ups. Can you talk to us about this?
Yep, so Christmas sign-up started October 3rd, I believe, and go to November 4th. It's really, you just call in and then set up an appointment to come in and do your application in person. We've had quite a few. I've shared on Facebook, and we got quite a few shares. So now the phones are ringing off the hook. So we're getting people in, and that's going to be our focus next week, to get as many people through as possible, so we don't have to extend the sign-ups. So if you need to sign up for Christmas assistance, please call us so that we could get that going. So then we're starting the process of getting the tags out and getting toys in, and getting kids ready for Christmas and families. So.
Yep. And so then the next part is, you're talking about the gifts and everything. You've got the angel gifts.
Yep, so if you're a local business and you're not signed up to host or have angel tags, please let us know, because we have lots of tags that need to be taken. There's lots of families in need and that are going to be participating in the program. So we have also specifically teen tags that we have some local businesses who already take and then give back like gift cards or gift certificates or different things like that. So if anyone is interested in doing that, we need more people to do that as well.
Okay. For maybe some people who don't know what the angel tree tags are, can you kind of tell
Sure.
a little bit what they are?
So angel tree tag looks like a tag with an angel on it, and then it says on there, we take information from children that are already registered, and then we put kind of that on the tag, the age, male or female, what gifts they would like, what clothing, and what sizes. And Calvary has talked to me and really stressed the fact that we need more clothes, because the toys just naturally come in without a tag or with the tag, but the clothes don't always, and some of those are essentials for families who might not be able to get things for growing children, if that makes sense.
I have so many newborn clothes that I don't know what to do with them anymore. It's that age range of constantly growing.
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, you know this.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's like, how do I accumulate so much? And
Exactly.
I need to.
Sounds like garage sale or donation.
Yes, donation. I've
It's
been
wild.
doing-
You're right, because you buy all this stuff and then they just get bigger, and you're like, now I have to get more stuff.
They wear them
Great.
like one time when they're newborns, and then it's like, wait, what happened?
Right.
I had a bunch of friends to just say, "Hey, you're having one. Here's some clothes." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Thanks." Okay, who else is having a baby? Here's some clothes. Take it. And then, of course, we're getting ready for partnerships within the community. How can the community help out?
Yeah, there's a lot of ways that we can help out with what we're doing. Kettle Time is our biggest fundraiser of the year. That helps us get through the whole year and doing what we do, which is a lot more than I think people know about. So you can ring a bell. That's a huge thing. Ring a bell. If you don't have, if you're not able to give money or to drop $1 in, come ring a bell for an hour or two. We have locations around Muscatine, and the slots are already open for sign-ups. You can come and volunteer. For our toy distribution, we need lots of volunteers to walk people through, to shop with people, or to help do tags or different things. So call us and let us know how you're interested in helping, and we can get you plugged in for sure.
The bell ringing signups, is that on the Salvation Army website?
It's on registertoring.com. If you need help doing that, I can also help you sign up.
I was going to say, that website is so easy.
Yes.
Registertoring.com with the Salvation Army, and ringing the bell is so rewarding, especially if you have kids or grandkids, whatever, if you're a single individual, you should ring the bell, because a kettle that doesn't have anybody ringing it usually doesn't generate a lot of donations.
Doesn't get any, really, yeah. Bring your dog, dress up, have fun.
Oh, I brought Patrick last year, and he had these little mini ones. Oh,
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
jammed. I think he raised more than Scott and I did.
Yes.
100%. When people see
Yes.
kids ringing the bell, they're like, "Oh, that's so cute,"
I know.
and they just donate.
Yes.
Yes.
My family and I have rang for years, and it's the most rewarding, especially if you're at a place like Hy-Vee where there's 2 kettles typically on either entrance. You're inside, you're out of the element,
Yeah.
and the time goes by very quickly. I think where you guys tend to have a tough time is those outside kettles,
Yes.
because we know that in Iowa the weather changes all the time.
Yeah.
But it's a really rewarding opportunity. And then, I've talked to high school students about silver cord hours and
Yes.
volunteering,
Yes.
and that's such an easy and great way to do it. You jump online, you look at the shifts, you pick the location, you can create a team, and that system for the Salvation Army is fantastic.
I know that we'll have the Muskie boys and the girls volunteer
Good.
for an hour or two as well.
Definitely.
And then that's the nice thing is you don't have to stand out there alone. Get a friend, bring a friend or a neighbor or someone to ring the bell for a few hours.
And then, speaking of the kettle,
Yes.
is Lucas preparing for his overnight stays?
He's saying he's ready. I'm not sure if he's ready he knows what he's fully getting into. Because as we know, Iowa, the where we live, the weather gets cold. And I remember we found some sleeping bags and heaters and stuff like that. I'm like, this is gonna be you really soon. Are you ready? It's like, oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm like, okay.
Tony,
But-
did you ever do a night in there?
I never did a night in the kettle, but I certainly have spent a lot of time in it and various degrees of temperatures. And the same can be said for 2 weeks of love with freezing for food and toy
Yeah.
time.
Yep.
When the truck is in a Hy-Vee parking lot, But yeah, I mean, no, not having slept in the kettle, I know that it gets cold, and I think what really resonates with me is, you know, Lucas will be able to make it a couple of nights in the kettle, in the elements, because we know that there are folks in this community that we live in that don't have a place to sleep every night, right? I mean, we have great resources in town like the Salvation Army, but they have to ensure that they have the monetary support to be able to help more people and to reduce that number of folks that are sleeping on the streets, amongst other services that they provide. So yeah, I hope Lucas is ready. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, and it's a good reminder of how blessed we are to have a place to sleep and not to worry about that, whereas not everyone has that luxury. So
absolutely.
I mean, we have MCSA too, so
yes.
it always is a great resource for everyone here within Muscatine. And
absolutely.
Speaking within Salvation Army, you also have job opportunities opening up as well. So can you talk a little bit about those?
We have quite a few postings right now. We have some new jobs starting up, and I know we've recently posted our Pathway of Hope case management position, which we already have people signed up, which is great,
nice.
or getting ready or interested in that position. And then we have our kettle coordinator position, which Kim did that last year, and she did an amazing job. I just hear fabulous things about her, but she's interested in doing something else this year, so we need other people who might be interested in doing something like taking out and changing buckets, or working with registering on our end, putting in totals, or calling people and saying, hey, we need someone to fill a spot. If not, then I'm going to be doing it, which is not the end of the world. I love this part of Christmas, but it will be a help to us to be able to do what we do, to have someone else step into that position. So
yeah, we don't want empty kettles.
No. So if you know someone who's interested, please have them look at. Now I'm gonna blank the thing. I'm gonna post it today on our Facebook page, the link, so then you can go ahead and apply on that link for that position. And that's a kettle coordinator position.
There we go. Yeah. And I mean, yeah, we don't want empty kettles.
No.
Kettle coordinator position. So my mother-in-law is Kim that did that last year, and she really enjoyed it. So if someone is watching and you're looking for an opportunity, you'll be busy, that's for sure. There's no downtime. And
the really nice thing is that she's willing to answer questions and help, and then I have some experience in that as well. So
great.
Nice.
That's great.
And now we'll go back into the Halloween season.
Yes.
We have a House of Horrors happening.
Yes.
And he's not waiting till Monday. He's starting today.
I know, and it's so awesome. And we are just learning a little bit more about what's going on, but we know that we're already so grateful that they think of us. And you can bring non-perishable items or canned food. Yeah, I'm like trying to think.
He wrote both, so it's both.
Okay.
It's both ways.
And then you can cut the lines, because I guess if you're going there, you can wait for a couple hours. So I think we're going to be there to support as well on that night, to see what it's all the hype is about. And
it is a hype to go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I remember when I first moved here, Scott had told me about it, and I was like, well, I don't know what that means. Not even realizing that when you drive to the hospital, I was driving past it.
Right, every day.
And almost every day. And when I saw it on Halloween night, I was like, this is so awesome.
Yes.
So I love his yard. He always does
Troy's amazing.
Job.
It's his house, right?
Yeah.
So Troy Philpott, Stinky is his nickname. Like he turns his house into a haunted house once a year with Stinky's House of Horrors. Collect food. Food goes to the Salvation Army. Yeah, there'll be a line up the street. He has police support. Now, his brother-in-law is also a police officer, right? But they also want to keep people safe. It's a big deal. I think they call it the Axe Express Pass if you donate food in advance. And that's one of those Muscatine traditions that has gone on for longer than I've been here, and it's not slowing down. And Troy, Stinky, and his friends, Jeff and Sean and everybody, they love collecting all the food and then bringing it out to the truck during freezing for food. And one year they had 11,000 pounds of food.
Wow.
And my back was sore because we unloaded all of that from a couple of trucks into the semi truck. But it was great because we knew that it would go. So think about it this way, like a can or whatever the food items are. You bring it to Stinky's. Stinky and his crew bring it to the truck. The truck goes to the Salvation Army. That food goes on the food pantry shelf, and then it goes home with somebody.
Yeah.
So it's like the journey of the donation, right? It doesn't go to get processed anywhere regionally. It's all right here in Muscatine.
Yes.
And that's so
And
exciting.
the really cool thing for us is that every time we come upon a new event, we're like, oh, we realize how amazing this community is and that they're giving back all the time in different ways. So we thank you in advance for your help to help others. So
Your bucket list is growing.
I know it is. Soon it's gonna be full.
So with his House of Horrors, it's for one, it's October 31st, and this is from 5:30 to 10:30 p.m. So don't wait till 5:30. I would recommend getting in line for maybe 3:30. It is worth the wait. But he is accepting donations starting today. He is opening up his house basically from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. that you can go and drop off these canned items. If you do not know the address, it's 911 East 11th Street. It is right on the corner. You cannot miss it. He's got all of it. I mean, he's already decked out. He's got his giant Stinky House of Horrors sign. So that is all going to be available, so you can start donating today, and then that will give you a little fast pass into the House of Horrors for Monday. So yeah, Slinky's House of Horrors, it is, add that to your bucket list.
Okay, will do.
Tony,
Yes, ma'am.
you are the MCSD district
Yes.
with all the goods.
We've got a lot going on with the school district. So we just launched the Muscatine Community School District Daily Desired Experience Survey. So daily desired experiences are things that the district identified about a year and a half ago as things we would like to provide all students, families, and staff on a daily basis. So can we achieve these things each day? And then we put out this survey each year to gauge how we're doing, look at that data, really dig into it, and then start to make adjustments, improvements, changes. So that survey went out Monday at 4:30 p.m. and as of this morning, there are nearly 1,300 responses.
Wow.
Which is great because last spring's total was 1,465. So we will surpass last year's total easily, which I'm really excited about. That survey is available in English, Spanish, and French this year, which is new. And yeah, so it's out there. It's on our website. It's on Muscatine Community School District social media. You know, various other community organizations are helping spread the word, including Discover Muscatine. And then I decided that we need to do more. So we're going to have an outreach event next Thursday, 1 week from today, Thursday, November 3rd, at the Y in their conference room. For anyone that maybe has barriers with technology.
Okay.
So we'll have laptops, we'll have a translator on site. I've teamed up with Aligned Impact Muscatine County and Kim Warren, and Claudia Artola will be there to translate, and then along with Fabiola with Trinity Muscatine Public Health. So this was just a real kind of quick thing. What I love about this town and what the Gantners are experiencing is, like, if you want to do something, and once you start to know the right people, you send a quick email and an outreach event is born. So this outreach event flyer just went on the school district Facebook page this morning, and that is next Thursday, November 3rd from 4:30 to 6:30 in the Y inside the conference room. It's for anybody because we want as many people as possible to complete this survey. We want to have hear from as many voices as possible. We serve over 4,600 students. You think about the number of families that is, and over 800 staff members. So I should really celebrate when we have like 6,000 survey responses, and we'll get there, right? But this is only the second time the survey's been put out. So it is really important, and I can't stress that enough. Our students have done a great job completing it. It's for students in 3rd grade through 12th.
Okay.
So in the elementary schools, teachers have allowed them time to do it in class, and I appreciate that.
Oh, nice.
Middle school, same thing at Susan Clark Junior High, and then at Muscatine High School, they've had time to complete it. And I know that those numbers will continue to grow. And the survey is available. It's open until Monday, November 7th at 5 p.m. So there's plenty of time. And what was nice is last spring, we, again, took all the data, analyzed it, presented it to the school board, very open and honest and transparent about what was said and where things were at. And then just looking at some of the staff feedback from last spring, we were able to do things like staff said, like, hey, we want to get together more, we want to celebrate more. So we ended the school year with an all-staff lunch that was optional for them to attend. I would say we had every bit of 500 plus staff members there.
Yeah, you had an amazing turnout.
Yeah, and then we kicked off the school year with a all-staff breakfast that Hy-Vee and Midwest One Bank sponsored, which was awesome. And we had, again, over 500 staff there. And we just had a staff tailgate event on the coldest night. So we still had like over 125 staff and their families show up. So that's just one example. I mean, the data is going to be analyzed. And what I appreciate is that folks that have taken the survey, I thank you for doing that, that they can be honest with us, right? We have nothing to hide. We want genuine feedback, and we hope that people will provide that to us.
And
so the DDE survey is out there.
Yeah, I mean, the email you sent me yesterday, 2 days ago, 1,100.
Right.
So overnight, that's incredible.
Yeah.
It's been really fun to check that and see the numbers go up. So out of that 1,300 that we're at, like 850 of those are students, which is great.
Yeah.
Like that's fantastic. Student voice, we need it, right? I'd love to see more families take it. Our staff numbers are good. So if you are a parent, guardian, aunt, uncle that's caring for a student in our district, this is for you to complete.
Yeah,
So
I loved
we'll do
your, I'm a sucker for QR codes.
Yeah.
So easy
Yes.
just to scan that, take a few minutes, and it's done.
I'm so surprised QR codes kind of cycled back.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like they were popular for a while and then they were gone. And then they started to come back and I was like, I don't know. But then places like Hy-Vee would have them and still do on giant signs. And I was
Hy-Vee
like,
code.
well, if they're using them, then we can use them.
If Hy-Vee's
So
using it, we all have to use a QR
Yes.
code.
that's
then.
right. So yeah, but English, Spanish, and French. So hopefully, and I would love if somebody was like, hey, the survey should be available in a different language. Great, that's feedback I would love to have. Whatever it is, complete it and we'll analyze all the data and share it out. So
Yeah,
yeah,
great
it's good.
communication.
Yeah, we need it. We need that feedback.
And now we need to celebrate.
Yes, big time celebration. Holy moly. So Muscatine High School all-state band and choir. So we had students audition just this last weekend and several were selected. So Muscatine Choir, Parker Ellsworth and Matthew Richardson were selected to all-state choir, which is a great opportunity for them. And then for the band, Muscatine High School band members Isabella Rosine and Shelby O'Brien selected their 4th year in a row.
Wow.
Okay, so 4 consecutive years of auditioning for All-State and being selected. That doesn't happen that often.
Incredible.
And they're immensely talented. I was with the group last week when they were preparing. Also want to recognize Tristan Rydell and Ashton Heim, who were selected as alternates. So that's really cool for them. They'll have an awesome experience participating with their peers from across, Eastern Iowa and the state that we're selected for all-state band. And it makes me feel bad because I don't know how to play an instrument.
Me either.
I don't either.
None of us know how to play an instrument
No.
here.
I used to
Wow.
play
Yeah.
clarinet and violin,
Okay.
and then it didn't end well.
Yeah.
And then my dad's a guitarist, tried to teach me, and I was not coordinated well enough for it.
It's too bad. I wish I could play the guitar. I know Brian Mueller has a favorite band of his that has a YouTube video that's got several million views, and they're rocking. Yeah, but I can't play any instruments, right? And I think it's incredible when I see high school students that are excelling, and to have been with them last week, specifically with our choir students. I was like sitting there filming, and then I kind of forgot like what was happening because they're so talented. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I need to pay attention to what's going on. But I was kind of swept up in
It's like
how
when
good they are.
you're there, you're holding it, and you just start looking over, and
Yeah.
the hand starts, oh, yes.
Yes. It's
They
like,
can always play at the kettle too.
yes, that's a great, yeah,
Bring
they
those
should.
horns out.
Yeah, and so Isabella has the French horn, which would be
Oh.
super
Ooh,
cool.
that would be
That's
really
awesome.
neat.
Yeah, and listen, what's coming up here at Hy-Vee is they'll do the Veterans Day breakfast, and typically the Muscatine High School marching band, several members will play in the produce department where we're at right now.
Yes.
So you want to talk about a store that in a place that has a lot of stuff happening out of the ordinary, marching band in here.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that's
cool.
really cool. So yeah, so we're really excited for those students, and they're going to have great experience. And then at Susan Clark Junior High, just this week, we've had already a band concert this past Tuesday, had a full house in their gym. And then tonight you can go see the Susan Clark Junior High Orchestra performing at 6:30 p.m. So those shows are free to attend. It's in the large gym at Susan Clark. I spent time with Mrs. Jessica Straw, our fabulous orchestra teacher at Susan Clark, with the orchestra students the other day. They sounded awesome. They're doing a song from Nightmare Before Christmas. Not to spoil anything, but if you're looking for a good time tonight, I highly recommend you go.
My favorite ever.
Yeah, it was fun. Like those students, and again, so talented. Big numbers of participation in our district. You know, I think we still, if we're not we were for a long time, Muscatine had the highest number of students participating in orchestra across the entire state.
Wow.
And our band numbers are phenomenal too.
Yeah, I went to Susan Clark and saw the choir concert, and
Yeah.
I was just amazed at those little boys singing and dancing. It was so awesome. I was living for it. I'm like, I gotta come again.
It's great. My son is in 5th grade, Henry, and he plays the cello. Like that was the instrument he selected, and we were like, okay. So like reached out to Mike Ritchie at Ritchie Sound and Lights. I was like, cello, and he was like, I got a cello. So, and he's figuring that out. If you would have asked me what instrument I thought he would have been drawn to, maybe like piano or whatever, but no, cello. Like
That's cool.
so, and it's super fun to have him haul that to school.
I was to say, that's not one I would want to take back and forth.
Big case, always is like turning
on
it in my
wheels,
van.
right?
There are wheels, yes.
I always love when I see people do upright bass.
Yeah,
And
those are awesome.
when they start doing like their independence, I've seen some people actually stand on the upright bass
Yeah.
and play, and it's just like,
It's
teach
wild.
me your way.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we'll have upright bass players tonight at Susan Clark, and they were just sounding so good, and I know that they'll have a good turnout. And that would be, again, it starts at 6:30. I would not get there at 6:30. Get there a little bit earlier
Yeah.
because I don't want you to have to stand. The gym is big, but they'll have a
They'll be
lot of
packed.
folks there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then we're going into spooky season.
Yes, I love Halloween. I feel bad that I'm not dressed up, but I don't know
Your
how that
Stranger
would
Things
go.
costume is probably far still one of my favorite ones that you've done. Do
I-
you have a costume for this year?
I do have a costume. It's low-key-ish, and I'll just tell everybody here. So I'm doing Al Borland from Home Improvement because I've got a lot of flannel. I have a beard, and I will obtain a tool belt.
You need the half apron and then the
Yes,
side tool
the
belt.
side tool belt, right? So I will be getting. Not that I don't. Not that I don't have a tool belt, but I will be getting that. I did have a couple other ideas, but I like to commit to costumes. One of the other ones I would have had to shave, and I'm digging the beard, so I didn't want to go away with that. So maybe next year I'll go
What happened?
bigger
Start
again.
fresh for No Shave November.
I was literally about to ask that. Like, isn't there like a no shave November?
There is no. It is a thing, No Shave November, but this has been no shave since like May or April, and like clean it up. So, but I did really think like it was either Al Borland or the You Betcha guy. Which, if you don't know who that is, the guy that is always on social media, has a beard. See, that's the thing.
Now
Like,
I'm
if
gonna
people
have to
don't
look
get
this-
it,
now I'm gonna have to-
sometimes it's like.
I'm gonna have to look this
And
one
I
up.
love
Yeah,
obscure
same.
costumes too, right? Obscure costumes are fun.
Yesterday I didn't wear a costume
Mm-hmm.
because I was wearing pink, and Scott was like, "Well, you could have gotten a pink costume." I said, "Yeah, I guess I could have gone and got Princess Peach."
Oh, right, yeah.
He looks at me with just the most confused face.
Oh,
I was like,
no.
"Scott, you know who Princess Peach is, right?" He's like, "I don't know your pop culture." I was like, "Super Mario Brothers?"
1984 pop culture?
Yeah.
Yeah, like 1985. I was
Yeah.
like, "You were a teenager?" So I was
They're
like,
making a Mario movie next
Yeah,
year?
exactly.
So-
"They are
No,
making
that's
a Mario
awesome.
movie."
I am not going to be dressed in costume tomorrow at the Central Middle School Haunted Halls event, but the school district will. So this is a chamber event, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chamber is essentially renting, but at no cost, like using Central Middle School for this event. We're totally on
Borrowing.
board, right? It's exciting. We're really looking forward to it. It's going to be very busy. But then the school district will have a space, a room, and we'll be passing out candy. So we have a ton of volunteers. Shout out and a thank you to all school district staff that signed up to volunteer, and we'll be there getting ready at like 5:30, and then that's 6 to 9 p.m. tomorrow.
I think it's like two stories, haunted housing,
Yeah, so the
trick-or-treating.
main level at Central is where like the businesses and organizations will be passing things out, and then the lower level and then parts of the upper level, don't quote me on all this, I haven't been back, I've been in there a lot, but it's been a couple weeks, more of like a haunted house for older kids.
Yeah.
So, and Mayor Bark and the crew at the Chamber have done an awesome job. It's going to be very busy. Like I just keep telling people, don't show up and be surprised if there's not a lot of parking, or if it's very busy, because it's gonna be. There's a lot of nostalgia for people that went to Central, or even before that, when that was the high school, and people wanting to get back into that space. And then obviously families love things to do, and there aren't, as far as I know, there's not a lot of Friday night Halloween events. So it'll be, I mean, I if I had to guess how many people they'll have, I'd put it at 800.
Oh, wow.
At
Easily,
least.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I will be there tomorrow night. I don't know where exactly I will be, but I will be somewhere in that facility.
It's a big building.
It is.
It's a big building, and the people would tell you that it is really haunted.
Oh.
Now, I've not had any paranormal experiences there, and I am a fan of the paranormal. But there are people that would tell you, and there's tunnels under the street. I don't know if you knew that.
I did not know that.
And I had shout out to Les, one of our fantastic maintenance guys with the district. He's like, I'll take you down there. And I was like,
No.
this is too much man to go in a tunnel under the ground. Not doing it. Not going to get stuck. Not going to get scared
wouldn't
down
do
there.
that.
I think it's really cool. I think Autumn would love to go down there, maybe.
I would gladly, if he wants to give me a
Like
tour
GoPros
tomorrow
and
night,
stuff.
yeah, I'll take a GoPro and I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'll
I'm not
watch
like-
your video.
I don't get like claustrophobic, and I'm not scared per se. I would be like, oh, there's the door. That's cool. Have fun. And then I would wait and make sure that you guys were okay.
He'll
But
just
I'm
start
not going down.
yelling down the
No.
tunnel.
Are you okay?
Can you hear me?
But yeah, so we're really looking forward to that. And then the last thing I would just say is a big thank you and a shout out to all school district staff members. The last couple of years have been interesting to say the least. In my opinion, in my limited experience with the school district, this year feels the most, I don't even like to say normal, whatever you want to say.
Relaxed.
Yeah, and it's a testament to the people that are doing the work every day in classrooms and whatever their role is.
Absolutely.
I can never stress enough, like, your job is important if you work for the
Yes.
school district. We have 800
Teachers.
staff.
Nurses.
Everybody
yeah.
contributes every day. I love our bus driver. Everybody does phenomenally. There's people that do so many different things behind the scenes and try to spotlight and highlight as much of them as possible. They're all making a difference, and I'm grateful as we get into the season
Yes,
of being
me too.
grateful. I'm
Yes.
definitely grateful for all of them.
We
They're
have quite a
fantastic.
few of them. They're either working the administrator buildings. They work with one-on-one students, nurses, teachers at our gym, and oh my gosh, the amount of work that they put in. And I know they just
Yeah.
had all the PTO meetings this past week.
Yes.
That they put in the extra hours
Yes.
and make sure that everything is done
Yeah.
and accomplished.
It's a tough
amazing.
job. All those jobs are tough,
Yes.
and but it's rewarding, and I think they would all tell you that. And then, winter break isn't bad either when that comes up, because then I have time during the day to ring the bell for the Salvation Army.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see you there.
We'll be there a lot, because I got to get those kids out of the house. And
They need something. They need to run around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean,
Bring
unless
his-
the
have
sound
your
of
Henry
bells.
bring his cello.
Oh boy! People might pay to be like, all right, wrap it up, young man. He's getting better. No,
Practice makes.
that's right.
Yeah,
Practice
no.
makes perfect.
Yeah, that's what they say.
And we definitely, the school district will certainly be volunteering with 2 weeks of love and freezing for food here at Hy-Vee and staffing some of the truck hours. That's something that I've done for almost 10 years, right? So I have no plans on not doing that because I know the need exists,
Yes.
and the need has probably only grown
Yes.
over the last 2 or 3 years in our community. So, and even if you can't give anything but your time, that is
That's
incredible.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's-
and it's such a great thing to do, right, Dee? You're ringing the bell for the Salvation Army this year, Dee. Yes. We're signing you up to be a bell ringer for the Salvation Army. All right. I was hoping I could tell her that a third time. But so go to registertoring.com for these guys' sake, and the school district will definitely have your back and
Yes.
be part of it. That's for sure.
Job opportunities, volunteer opportunities, angel
Absolutely.
tags. I know Scott's getting ready for his burpees for Red Kettle Fitness.
Yes.
So, Lucas, are you going to do some burpees? Yeah?
He's like shoving
As
whipped
he's-
cream in his mouth.
He is currently drinking, or
Got a
was
little schmutz.
currently
You got a little
drinking.
schmutz on your
Yeah, you got
schmutzer.
some whipped cream on
Later.
your
You got a little schmutz. No, more like here.
right above the
Here.
lip.
Here.
Other
Nope.
side.
Other side. Other side.
there you go.
Yes. Yes. Nope. Still there. All right.
Okay, before we wrap up, I've got some
I
Halloween
probably got
questions.
something
Are
here
you
too.
ready?
Yes. Ready.
Okay, favorite horror or Halloween theme song?
Boy.
Oh.
Season of the Witch by Donovan.
Okay.
Oh, I don't even know any.
Favorite horror monster or villain?
Oh. Oh, I know. Ursula, I think. Does that count?
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah, she's a great
She's a
villain.
villain.
I just watched Barbarian the other day
Oh.
on HBO Max, and that movie's phenomenal.
Okay.
So I don't want to.
scary?
Yes.
Then I'm
yes.
not watching.
Oh,
I don't do
but I'm
scary
gonna say my
movies.
favorite is Michael Myers because my dad let me see Halloween when I was too young, and it kind of messed me up.
Okay.
So thanks a lot, Dad.
So if you could choose, if you could only wear one Halloween costume for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh.
I have an answer, but I'll defer.
Oh.
You have one? So a couple years ago, I went as Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers, and he is timeless,
Oh, yes.
and he will always be relevant, and he impacted so many lives, and I would be Fred Rogers. Plus, the sweater was very comfortable.
Yeah,
Very
very
comfortable
nice
sweater.
looking. Well, most of my childhood I dressed up as a cheerleader, so I guess I could stick with that.
Cheerleaders. Nice.
Yeah, that's
cheer
a
you
good
on in
idea.
life.
Right?
So when you watch a scary movie, are you the person who yells at the characters, the person that covers their eyes, or do you fall asleep during movies?
I definitely don't fall asleep. I love movies.
Or do you hide behind a pillow?
So
That's me.
what I do that I don't love is I watched Barbarian on my phone, and I
Okay.
don't like doing that. I like going to like the movie theater, Palms 10 movie theater, or watching it on TV. But I've watched the last couple of things that I've really liked, Barbarian and then Werewolf by Night on Disney Plus is phenomenal. That's probably the best
I
thing
just
Marvel's
watched the
done.
trailer,
It's
and
so good.
I need to watch it.
It's so good, and it's not that long. It's like 90
Patrick
minutes.
started watching it.
Oh no. Oh,
I don't
no.
have a
I
life.
was like, what
don't
are
know
you
it.
doing?
It's a little bit much for the young peeps.
Yeah, I was like,
But I do like being scared. I like the adrenaline rush.
okay.
You know.
So you like to
Yeah.
do that. And if you could have a spooky pet, would it be a black cat, owl, a bat, rat, or wolf? What would you pick?
Ooh,
Definitely a black cat.
yeah. We.
Is
What?
it really? Oh, there we
National
go.
Black
Oh,
Cat
I win.
Day. We have a big cat that is black and gray, and her name is Mama June, and she's a big old cat. And she a big cat.
Is she
we
actually
got-
yours or?
Yes,
Okay.
we adopted her from It Takes a Village.
Oh, nice.
And she came with the name Mama June, and when people see her, they're like, "Oh my gosh, there's a raccoon in your house," because she's big and she got this little skinny neck, and she just like saunters across the house. Like last night, I was laying in bed and I heard my door open, and I was like, "Oh, great, Michael Myers is here." Nope, it was Mama June, because the door opened and then it was followed by a "Meow," and then she just
How
jumps
did
up
you
on
decide
you.
on her name?
She came with the name
Oh, okay.
from It Takes a Village Animal Rescue. So.
Yeah.
So
Now
we have a
I need to see
scary
a
cat.
picture.
We have.
Is she
Big
cuddly?
mama. Yeah, she's like most cats. She does her own thing.
Okay.
She doesn't have a lot of empathy, you know. She just does whatever she wants.
We
I'm not really a big cat person. This was kind of
It's
a
out of your
thing.
element.
I mean, I was okay with it because she gets along with kids and dogs.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
So I'm good with that.
We recently got a black cat actually
Ooh.
from the Humane Society here in Muscatine, and her name is Midnight. She doesn't know her name, and she tolerates our puppy. So, but she is very friendly and she loves pets. She meows all the time. I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. I would say I'm not probably the best cat person, but I love her. And Lucas is the one that's like, please, let's get a cat. I'm like, oh boy.
Midnight.
Can you
Midnight.
both please convince Scott that I can get a black cat? I've
Oh,
always wanted one.
absolutely.
If bats were illegal, I would totally. You have no idea. They're just like, they're so
They are pretty
Bats are
precious
cool.
looking.
They're super
Yeah.
cool. I've been dive bombed by a bat.
I don't know
and
if
I
I
don't
would-
want to do that again.
Have one, but
Yeah.
I would come visit.
I would totally, if they were legal, I would totally have one. But no, if I could get a black cat, but apparently
Do
mine
it.
has to go before we can get another one.
Oh.
Scott has a loves to hate, hates to love relationship with those two.
Mm-hmm.
But both of you, I love having both of you on. You
Thank
both
you.
are very entertaining and knowledgeable.
Mostly
and
him.
I think I do okay. I'm always a little rusty because I don't do this anymore.
Oh.
But I enjoy being here.
Yes,
and
me
I'm
too.
very happy that Muscatine Today show is a thing that is available for this town because we need more outlets to communicate things that are happening because there's a lot going on.
Yes.
There is no shortage of things going on in this community.
yeah, we're getting ready. Jingle and mingle.
Yes. Wow.
It's happening soon.
hard to
The
believe.
2nd of December.
Hard to believe.
So even the Red Kettle will be there
Yes.
again.
Nice. Yep.
Thank you both.
Thank
Have
you.
a wonderful and fun weekend.
You
too.
too.
Haunting horrors.
Stay safe.
Yes, stay safe, stay warm. Remember, you can find all of the trunk or treat information and all of the spooky events happening and get ready for the House of Horrors that is starting today for the non-perishable items to donate. Until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and see you later, Muscatine.
Here at Toyota Muscatine, we're here to serve.
When you buy a vehicle at a multi-brand dealership and it isn't locally owned, it can be difficult to get information that you need.
That's why all of our trained salespeople are focused on one thing, getting you the best deal possible on a new or used Toyota.
And when you pick your favorite, we will help you with financing and maintenance.
We love helping our neighbors.
Come to Toyota Muscatine today.